Alrighty, here we are back on some Tropico 6, part 9 of our communist Utopia. Everything's cruising along very comfortably, so let's get into it. Alrighty, there was a number of developments that happened in the last episode. Namely, we started modernizing all of our production buildings. So, I said the first thing that I was going to focus on is getting the rest of the production buildings up and running. So, let's see here. Each cannery can also be upgraded with a high pressure canner. And this will take in meat and turn it into canned goods. And so, I guarantee that meat is worth less than canned goods, so real quick I'm gonna check. Canned goods, $5,000. And if we come all the way down, we can see that meat is worth only $2,000. Even after all the upgrades. So, turning the meat into canned goods is definitely the way to go. So, with that knowledge, whenever we upgrade it, 3,480. So let's check the output ranch by cattle ranch. So, 2 cattle ranches for 1 cannery. So yeah. Cool. Okay, so that means I want to build up 4 of these. And then on top of that, so if I have 4, each tannery has an income for hides of 4,640, which is exactly half. So this means that I should build up a second tannery, and the tannery will be fully staffed all the time, or be fully stocked. Both tanneries will. So I'll build that one kind of to the side of all the plantations once I finally get over to them. So this is a lot to take in, but let's start putting some buildings down. I'm gonna build the first bit of factory ranches over here. Let's go ahead and put down our first factory ranch. Looks like we can fit them comfortably here. The question is there a road that can go here? Looks like it. Cool. And let's build up our first factory ranch. I'm going to move this electric substation because it doesn't need to be right there. Cool. Oh, as a matter of fact, we actually did have all of the ranches we needed. So I could have, a long time ago, put these upgrades, the high pressure canner, a long time ago, and I could have had a second tannery, but that's okay. We'll just start setting it up like this now. We're gonna need a total of 4, but first off, let's just see exactly how everything's looking. Gonna demolish this road, rebuild it so that it's much more neat. So it's got an input storage of 3,480 corn. So what does a corn plantation have? A bit more. So roughly speaking, each factory ranch requires 1 whole corn plantation. Oh wow, and look at that. So 1 factory ranch looks like it could maybe fuel all of the meat for the cannery. Yes, 6,960. Yep. So that looks like it's gonna give us all the meat that we need for both these canneries. Pretty cool. Okay, let's see what else. It's also giving us 9,280 hides, which means that all we need to do now is just build a second tannery. That's pretty cool. So because we built one of those, let's build up our first corn plantation. Corn hydroponic plantation. That's pretty crazy. That means that 1 factory ranch is worth 4 normal little ranches here. Kinda crazy. So let's go ahead and just demolish all of the cattle ranches that we had. Let's check our jobs after that. Okay. I haven't checked the vacant housing. We're still doing good on housing. That's convenient. So soon we'll just build up an additional cannery, like right at the end of however far we need to build this way for, well, as a matter of fact, I'd rather try and keep everything like as snug as possible, so we'll just give it a little bit of time. But here we have a goat ranch. Reason being is we needed this for milk. I might build a second cattle ranch just so that we can, no, we should be okay, never mind. Let's check the creamery. Input storage 2,320 milk. So one goat ranch should be able to fully stock up a creamery, and I bet that one goat cattle ranch would do the same, or not. One goat factory ranch is probably around the same. And so because we're building up that means we're going to need an additional corn plantation. And because we're doing all of this, that's one. Oh, we're already out of energy. So we need 1 to cover where, like, the current deficiency. 2, 3. So 3 additional wind turbines. Cool. 2, 3. Quick build these up. And put all of these on the lowest budget. Oh no. Seems like I have mistakenly not built one earlier. We're just 1 short, so that's okay. Cool. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna need 2 more as of right now. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Everything is looking pretty good. So I reckon that this one goat factory ranch probably will supply us with more than enough milk to supply our creamery as well as to give milk to the population. And so this means that I can, just one goat ranch should be enough to destroy all of the goat ranches I have. Deliver an amazing speech. Let's see what's low. I haven't checked in a while. Job happiness. Job happiness should be going up steadily though. Praise a faction. Praise the communists. Blame a superpower. Don't need to blame anyone. Don't promise anything. And we're good.
People of Tropico, it is I, your Presidente. You have showed your faith in me, and that faith will be rewarded. Every Tropican will get what they deserve. Of course, life is tough for those without jobs. I understand. My job is everything to me. But soon, my people, everyone will have tolerable pay, bigger bosses, and harder work. Our efforts are aided by our communist comrades, to each according to their need, from each according to their ability. Equality for all, especially those who are more equal than others. It is you, my friends, who I thank for making me what I am today. I am proud to be your Presidente. Viva Tropico!
Okay, so like I was saying, this goat ranch is going to provide us with 9,000 milk, and a creamery only takes 2,000, so I think I could get away with building up 2 additional creameries, and then we'll still have enough milk to provide everyone with milk, and that's just letting less of our resources go to waste, and so that'll probably be pretty convenient. So this means that we can go ahead and demolish these 2 goat ranches, don't need them no more, and these llama ranches are providing us with wool. So let's see how much wool we need. 4,000. How much are these producing? 2,000. So I bet just 1 llama ranch is enough. So let's go ahead and go check. I just quickly want to find out, so I'm going to quick build this. This means that we need more wind turbines. Go ahead and quick build that one as well. So this is providing us with 9,000 wool. More than enough. 9,000 wool. technically enough for 2. But we'll just leave it at 1 for now. That's fine. Workshop expansion. We do have some unemployed people, so that'll be convenient. Unified weaving feeder. Should have done that a long time ago, but now we're able to get it. Increase efficiency by 10%. Don't really need to increase the efficiency. So we just made another factory ranch, which means that I probably need to build up another fiber fertilization. Never set that up. These corn plantations can actually get selective breeding, so that over time they'll get even better and better. But corn. We need another corn plantation here. Okay. So now we have all of these guys. That one llama ranch is better than all 3 of these combined, so that means we can demolish it. All these previous llama ranches. So now the only old school buildings that we have are this old corn plantation, which we no longer need, and it looks like these 2 crocodile ranches. But before I set up these crocodile ranches, I want to set up some fish farms here. So let's check out how much electricity we have. We have enough for 1 more building, for 1 more modern plantation here. Let's check our unemployment rate. Cool. So this means that as soon as this corn plantation is done, it should instantly fill up with additional people. All of these are going to be like hyper efficient, which is really nice. Let's set them all to the lowest budget. And then what I can do is start putting some additional wind turbines up here for all of the extra efficiency on these plantations as well. So right here, this is 2 wind turbines, and I can change these all to almost free of nature, which is nice. And then this one would require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2, 14, 15. So 5. So 5, 6, 7. 7 additional wind turbines in total, and we can change all of our plantations to almost free of nature. We just got another corn plantation, put this on selective breeding as well. So now here's another important question. Any plantation that can affect these, so it looks like every single plantation here can affect one of these factory ranches. And so this would be like this entire area here. It would be good to get green waste chopper for literally all of these buildings, because I don't plan on ever destroying these. And so this means that over time, this will eventually save us money. It takes kind of a long time, but it will eventually start saving us money. So definitely a good idea to pick it up on all of these ones. Cool. On top of that, let's check out our factory ranches. This cattle ranch can give manure fertilizer, the manure fertilizer upgrade to these 2 plantations, 2 pineapple plantations. I don't really think that's worth, so we won't pick it up. Hopefully we have enough. What's it called? Hopefully we have enough Teamsters offices to still fund all of this. We should. On top of this, let's see where our bus stations used to go. Because as a matter of fact, we can change this to like right here. And we'll leave the other one. I believe the other one is still going up here. Yeah, okay. So we'll leave that one. We need some money. So all of our industry buildings should be totally fine. Like I said, we have room for, I believe, 3 more creameries. And then on top of this, unemployed, let's see. So I want to build up some crocodile ranches, but before I do that, I want to build up some fish farms. Oof, they kind of just don't completely fill in this zone here. Let's double check, make sure that we're not producing pollution, because I don't want pollution on this island. The whole point of making a healthy environmentalist island is no pollution. It looks like we're... Oof, right in the middle of this building there is a bit of pollution. That should be fine though. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe I'll let my money build up for a couple of rotations of everything. Double check. The cabaret looking kind of empty. Same thing with our theater here. Maybe it's because a bunch of tourists just left and a bunch more just showed up, so that's probably what that is. Let's check in on our factions. We're starting to get lots of intellectuals, which is really nice. Most of the island is communistic, which is pretty good too. We just researched immigration. I forgot to double check in on that. And after this election, I'll switch everything back to the way it was before the communists got mad at me. And we'll change this to love it or leave it. And so hopefully people that are not part of factions that we're supporting, so the capitalists, what I can do is really make the capitalists upset, and hopefully the diehard members of this faction will start leaving. And so that's my hope. This will be good to test out. Who's upset? The conservatives again? They're always so upset. And we can't ignore them, so we'll build this courthouse and then probably end up destroying it. We can make a customs office and have it on the lowest wage. Pretty convenient. Should have done that a long time ago. Tourist fees. That's nice because every time tourists show up, sometimes we're getting like, you know, right here, this 150 that would have showed up, that would have been $1,000 for us, 1,500. So I should have done this a long time ago. I didn't know that we could. Because this number's blue, it might be less than $10 per tourist though, so not too sure. Yeah, we'll just leave everything how it is right now. Stimulate exports. We're still importing close to 10,000 units of electronics. So here we can sell. Well, selling to smugglers is going to make every country upset, so we won't do that. We can sell our balloons for more money than they're worth. And I'll worry about the trade deals once everything else is dealt with. Maybe not the most healthy way to go about it, because if I'd be paying attention to the trade, actually, yes, it's definitely what I should be doing right now. So it says 74, but realistically, it's only $200 per balloon more, so not the greatest. Well, before I set up all of this, what I want to do is set up all the embassies and get everyone really happy with us. So I'll do that before moving along to setting up trade deals. I'd rather not set up trade deals right now. I'd rather make everyone really happy first. Okay. So I can start getting these upgrades for the canneries, high pressure canners, and the flash freezers. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and get every upgrade for both of the canneries. So we just made, I don't know how much money there, but that's nice to be able to start making money from tourists showing up, because we do kind of have a lot of tourists showing up. With this next chunk of change, we should be making some pretty good money. Yeah, 70,000. And the ship isn't even close to showing up yet, so hopefully that gets over 80,000 or something. Lots of tourists on the island now. Allow everyone to vote freely. I'm not too worried about it right now. Okay. We could do building inspections, make all these buildings a bit cheaper. So 13 as compared to the 15. Okay. That's one way to save just a little bit of money out there. Crocodile farm. I want to get the crocodile farms, or the crocodile. I always mix up plantations and farms and ranches, but I want to get the crocodile ranches down. Which means that we're going to need a bit more electricity. So how much for a fish farm? 10, and then a factory ranch requires 25, so 35. So we'll build up just 2 right now, and then we'll figure out exactly what things are looking like afterwards. But we don't even have enough money. We need to wait a bit more time. Okay. Check, make sure our population's doing alright. We need more jobs out here. And we're starting to get more high school educated people than like uneducated people, which is a pretty good distinction. Definitely a good thing to be happening. It means that our high schools are steady graduating Tropicans out here. And this also means that we're pushing a lot of people towards the religious faction, which is really nice. So we don't even gotta try, we're just getting free religious people. Yeah. Like once I finally make it to the point where I have everything steady, that's whenever I like to set all of the media buildings into their final states and then just leave it all. And to change factions around, it just takes time. That's like the only downside to that. We're about to make $83,000. Nothing's over 10,000. Like milk is pretty high, but the milk and the coconuts are pretty high, but that's okay. The juicery. Oh, what we can do is combine both pineapples and the bananas.
The election is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces
Love it or
the
leave
size
it.
of the world.
So let's go through and change everything. So we want theocracy, state-controlled media, privacy rights. I think that's what I wanted. Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything. So we have state-controlled media. I should have checked this a while back, but let's see. Yeah, look, last month, this didn't affect anyone. And that's how all of the media buildings are going to be. Last month, it didn't affect anyone. Last month, didn't affect anyone. Last month, didn't affect anyone. So this means that, like, all of my media buildings are not working at all. So never put this, at least until it gets patched. Hopefully in the future it's patched by the time maybe you run into this. But never use state-controlled media. It's communistic, it's cool, and it should work really good. Like if this was working, then I could easily influence the entire population into exactly what I wanted. But maybe it's just something to do with like a number in the coding. But for some reason, this just completely ruins all your media buildings. So I gotta wait until I can rescind my constitution, and then I can fix it. But that's really annoying. Let's build up a courthouse. Conservatives, getting mad again. We'll build that there. Okay, so now that we have everything set up and ready for the fish farms, let's build up 2 fish farms. Right here and right here is fine. And because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and build up our final factory ranch, which is the crocodile factory ranch. Specifically, we'll put this one on low priority. We'll wait until the fish farms are built first. And then there was like a number of industry buildings I wanted to construct around. Oh, let's get all the upgrades for this right now. Flash freezer, automated line. Oh man, that's gonna require electricity. Electricity that I don't have. But what's nice about having these on the lowest setting is that sometimes if you really want the electricity, you can come through and spend a little bit more money on just a couple of them, and it'll fix things. Cool. So everything is still working properly. The fish farms are going to require a bit of electricity, but as we need it, we can go up here and increase the budget on those. That is more wasteful than anything else, though, in terms of spending money on them. Like, we're spending more money than we should anytime we're increasing the budgets on these, but it'll be nice to keep up production. Alrighty. Coconut harvesters.
Voting system guarantees the next election will be fair, honest, and in no way at risk from unexpected bugs. What a relief.
Thinking about it, so 9,600 coconuts, which is 2 coconut harvesters. So we currently have a total of 1, 2, 3 coconut harvesters. If we build one more, then what I could do is build a second juicery and set this one to banana and coconut and set the other one to coconut and pineapple. So we'll be using all of the coconuts we're producing on the island instead of just selling them. That might be the move. Definitely probably is the move. We'll need to get the nutcracker upgrade though, but that's okay. So creameries, we want a total of 2 more. I'll take the money, thanks. So I'm going to demolish this courthouse because the wage is just too high. Alrighty. We can, oh nice, so the fish farms are affected by, I believe, the edict, agricultural subsidies, so that's nice. So even on the lowest budget, we're getting over 100% efficiency. Supply local market, increase gourmet restaurants. This might be the move because I do want to build up some gourmet restaurants. And we would only need 3 buildings, so these 2 fish farms and then I believe so this might be really convenient for us. Well, what's this Fisherman's Wharf at? 75% efficiency. We can leave this on the medium budget here and put it on supply local market alongside these 2 fish farms, and that means that 3 gourmet restaurants will give us the max bonus for all of our embassies in the near future. So with this next chunk of change that we're getting, I want to build up our final little bit of tourism. But this video is getting pretty close to the end. We're reaching near 30 minutes, so I'm going to finish up with just this crocodile stuff, and then we'll move on to the next episode. We'll leave everything else to the next episode. Really starting to like this upgrade, or this island. Everything works really, really well. Tide simulator, additional. I mean, we're already at 100% efficiency, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's check our population out. Still have unemployed people. Kind of a shame, but that's okay. 70% support. Our happinesses are all doing like alright. Once we set up the tourism, then we can get the support probably near 100 because we'll increase housing back up. What's faith doing up so high like this? I wonder why. The service quality of our churches is only 47, so I'm wondering why faith is up this high. It might have something to do with this theocracy thing. That's pretty crazy. I don't know what is going on here, but I think this is pretty cool. Like, maybe leaving your buildings on the lowest budget while you have a theocracy is increasing the religious quality of the entire island. I'm not sure, but it's nice. I don't need to worry about it. That's what makes it pretty decent. Crocodile. So they need 3,840 fish, which is exactly how much we are producing out of 1 fish farm, so that's nice. The only thing that we're getting out of this is leather. Oh, we need another tannery. That's what I was thinking about a bit ago. Okay. Let's check our apparel. So 4,640. 4,640. So we're getting all of the leather out of just this one crocodile ranch completely dealt with. Can destroy those ones. Can come through, demolish all of these roads out here, this entire road system. No longer need it. And we can come over here now and demolish even more. Cool. Alrighty. That's looking really good. I'm really liking the way that this island's finally coming all together. But let's give a final few thoughts for this episode. We're spending all of the leather here. We can build up one more tannery. And so that means that all of the tannery leather will be not being used up. So that means that we could potentially build up an entire additional fashion company. Out 5,120 cloth. Okay. Cotton 812. How much cotton do we have being produced? $8,120. So I might build up an additional cotton plantation. And then one more tannery. And that should give me everything I need to make an entire additional textile mill. Well, how much for the wool? Yeah, one llama plantation is giving us more wool than 2 textile mills would need. Okay, so 1 extra tannery, 1 whole textile mill, 1 cotton plantation, and we can then get an entire additional fashion company down. That'll be nice. Don't need to go so far as to build a factory outlet, but and I never did this. Increases wages by 200. Okay, so that definitely wouldn't be the move, because then everyone's going to be making a wage over $10. But this does mean that we will have twice as much apparel being produced, and we're not wasting as much wool and cotton and stuff. So that'll be convenient. So there's all of that. We can build 2 more creameries. Okay. So tannery, 2 creameries, an additional textile mill, and then an additional apparel or fashion company. Right before I do all that, of course, we'll activate the industrialization edict. But that is the end of episode 9. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode. Really hope you guys are enjoying the series. Soon we're going to start on the next series as soon as I finish up every little thing. I just want this place neatly tied together. We'll finish building up all of this, and this is pretty much what it's going to look like. A very nice little island to live on, I would say. Oh yeah, and then we also need to do another juicery. But in the next episode, I think the first thing that we'll start on is what I was just talking about. Now, as a matter of fact, we'll do the tourism first. So that way we can get it out of the way and it'll be steady producing money. But if you guys enjoy sticking along for this series, watching this whole episode, then be sure to leave a like. And if you guys want to see more series like this, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.